सब्सक्राइब कीजिए ध्येय आईएएस चैनल को और बेल आइकन को दबाइए लेटेस्ट वीडियो सबसे पहले देखने के लिए।
Previously, we talked about rock-cut caves. Today, we will take you through the rock-cut temples. If we talk about rock-cut architecture, it is the most ancient and prominent among the many architectural marvels present in our country. One of the marvelous rock-cut temples in India is the Kailashnath temple in Ellora. Ellora has over 30 caves. Out of these, some belong to Buddhist, Jain and Hindu. Located in the western region of Maharashtra, this temple is one of the UNESCO World Heritage Site and also one of the largest rock-cut Hindu temple. It was built by the Rashtrakuta king Krishna I. It is considered to be one of the most remarkable work of architecture due to its size, architectural design and sculptures. It is dedicated to Lord Shiva but also pays homage to other gods as well. The Kailash temple is present in the cave 16 of the Hindu group. Its gopura or gateways and the prakaras enclosure walls on both sides are carved out in the foreground from the rock in situ. The Kailashnath temple has been carved through the vertical excavation. The carvers started carving from the top of the rock and went downwards. It is a giant structure that is carved inside and outside both. The temple is an example of Dravidian architecture with an influence of the Pallavas. The temple complex has four main parts. The first is the gateway to the temple. This is 2 stories high and opens up into a courtyard. The second part of the complex is the temple itself. The third part is the Nandi shrine and the fourth is the cloisters surrounding the courtyard. The temple is decorated with sculptures and also comprises of window rooms and gathering halls. The temple houses severely intricately carved panels depicting scenes from the Ramayana, the Mahabharata and the adventures of Krishna. There are 5 detached shrines in the temple premises. 3 of these are dedicated to the river goddess Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. It is a most beautiful example of the blend of the north and the south, both at its best. It may be called as one of the well-planned and well-designed temple excavated with the support of the prosperous Rashtrakuta dynasty. Now, if we move towards the southern part of India, one of the examples of monolithic or rock-cut architecture is the Badami Cave Temple. Located in the state of Karnataka, Badami, earlier known as Vatapi Badami, was the capital of the early Chalukya dynasty. This cave temple is carved out of sandstone of the hill cliffs. At the entrance of the cave is a veranda with stone columns. It leads to a columned main hall and then to a small square shrine cut deep into the cave. There are 4 temple caves here, each representing different religious sects. Cave 1 is dedicated to Shiva, Cave 2 and 3 to Vishnu and the Cave 4 is a Jain temple. In the Cave 1 we find scriptures of Hindu divinities and themes. One of the prominent carving is of the Tandav dancing Shiva or Nataraj. The Cave 2 and 3 are intricately carved caves that feature Vishnu related mythology. The Cave 4th is dedicated to Mahavira. Badami cave temples have rock-cut halls with 3 basic features: pillared veranda, columned hall and a sanctum cut deep into rock. The other gem of South India is the Varaha Cave Temple. The rock-cut Hindu temple is located in the ancient city of Mahabalipuram. It is a part of the UNESCO World Heritage Site named Group of Monuments at Mahabalipuram, which is located at the Coromandel coast in Tamil Nadu. This temple is one of the greatest examples of Pallava art. the fine specimen of ancient Vishwakarma sthapatis or the Indian rock-cut cave architecture, it is a marvelous sight. It was created during the reign of Narasimhavarman I Mahamalla. The beautiful architectural style hints at the early stage in Dravidian architecture, with many dominant elements of Buddhist design. The Varaha Cave Temple is one of the most primitive buildings of Mahabalipuram. The pillars inside the temple are intricately designed with elaborate sculptures of mythical figures. Carved out of a huge piece of granite, the cave temple took several decades to be completed. The Varaha Cave Temple is a small shrine. At the entrance through Mandapa, a beautiful veranda with 2 pillars and 2 semi-columns greets you. All 4 contain doorkeepers, figures of horned lion at the bases of the column. The entrance in the hall of the temple is guarded by 2 gatekeepers. Side walls inside the temple are adorned with 4 large sculpted panels. The most important sculpture is Varaha, the avatar of Lord Vishnu that is similar to the wild boar. Another in clouded sky and the 3rd leg on tyrant Bali, pushing him to underworld. Next to Vishnu stand Brahma, Shiva, sun and the moon. Another panel on the east shows goddess Lakshmi with 2 maidens and 2 elephants. The 4th panel shows goddess Durga standing on a lotus under umbrella. Now we'll talk about Pancharats. The Pancharats or the 5 chariot, 5 monolithic pyramidal structures made after the Pandavas Arjun, Bhim, Yudhishthir, Nakul and Sahadev and Draupadi, is an example of monolith Indian rock-cut architecture dating back from the late 7th century, located at Mamallapuram. It is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site. They are also referred as Pandav Raths. It is a monument complex. The 5 Raths were not assembled, while each of them were carved from single piece of stone, and each of them are different and made of granite and was carved in a very different style. The Draupadi Rath has female doorkeepers on either sides, one holding a bow and the other a sword. Arjun's Rath is dedicated to Lord Shiva. There are carvings of gods and humans inside. Out of all the 5 Raths, Yudhishthir's Rath is the tallest and the huge one.